Welcome back. So we are going to do part two of me reading and looking over my book reviews. Um, so I have three books, so it's gonna be three parts. So part two, we're going to um, discuss and look at my book reviews for Gates Bookstore, which was my second novel I ever published. So I like looking at Amazon first, just because a lot of people use Amazon more often, and they give you a little better of a breakdown on your reviews. So let's get into it. Gates Bookstore. Um, Gates Bookstore is about Diane Gates, who is a retired forensic criminologist. She retired early. Many people read the book. She is younger. So she definitely is not retirement age, but due to a very, very difficult case and also the death of her father, she ends up just needing to get away. She needs to escape from the the darkness, the blood, and the darkness that is the law career. Um, so she retires early, and with the money left behind by her father, she decides to open up a bookstore because she loves literature. She double majored during her undergrad, and she got her English degree in literature. So she said she wanted more of a quiet life, more something that's more enjoyable for her, following her passions. So she started a bookstore. And while everyday life, she trying to I'm always trying to think of things to say without giving things away. Um, One day there's a break in at her store, and she just thinks, it's not usual, but hey, it's New York. Who knows what happened? And she thinks it's a one off occasion. But she ends up seeing for a second time there's another break in. But this time, when she goes inside, there's not just broken glass, there's a dead body left behind. And because it is within her bookstore, and because the person that is deceased is someone close to her, and sadly, some of the reviews spoil who this is, but I'm not going to do it just in case y'all haven't read it and haven't read the reviews. So I'll just say the person who is dead is someone close to her. So because the person is close to her, and because it's a murder within her bookstore, she feels more not obligated, but she feels more desire to pick up her sword again, and she wants to help solve this murder. She wants to bring justice to um, whoever the murderer is. So it goes through her journey trying to solve this murder, and along the way, she ends up teaming up with the lead detective on the case, and there's some sparks that happen there, and there is just every corner there's a whole bunch of new doors. Like, you open up another door, it's like 10 more, and all of them end up leading to her being the murderer. And it's like, what the hell? So I get excited about my own books, and you all should too. Get excited about your books. So yes, I am biased. I'm excited about my book. Um, mm, I think I said, well, it's not really a spoiler. The police end up turning on her, even though she's been in this career a long time. The fools just not that long ago was asking her to consult on the case, and now they're acting all brand new. They like, oh, the details, things are pointing towards you. So it's a lot of twists and turns, in this murder mystery novel, and hopefully you all will enjoy it if you decide to pick it up and read it. So let's focus on the reviews. So this one, on this book, Amazon, I have 18 global ratings, and I have a 4.2 out of 5. So with Strange Things Await, we discussed, I had 19 reviews. So 19 reviews on that one, and this one I have 18. And it was a 4.1 out of 5 for Strange Things Away. And for Gates Bookstore, it is 4.2 out of 5 stars. So again, getting better at my writing. But not according to everybody. But but for Amazon, the reviewers on Amazon, I did not, this time around, I didn't get any 2-star reviews. So on my first book, I got no 1-star. And on this book, I got no 1-star and no 2-star. So I'm trying to improve. But the 3-star, I'll start off with 3-star because that's the lower one. And I'm starting off with the 3-star, and I'm going this direction, not to I'm doing it because some people do consider 3 stars, negative, not good ratings. For me, I love me a 3-star. Please give me 3 stars. It don't have to just be a 5-star. I definitely don't want a 1 or a 2-star. But 3 stars, I don't understand why people don't like a 3-star review. 3-star reviews are good to me. But I'm not going to skip Amazon and go to my Goodreads, because some people do consider 3 stars a little lesser on the scale. So I'll briefly go over the 3 stars here before I go on to Goodreads, which I have lesser stars on Goodreads. So we'll get to that too. So I have 5 3-star reviews on Amazon, and I have 6 4-star reviews and 7 5-star reviews. So let's read a 3-star. Dang it, a lot of people mentioned this. It says, overall, I enjoyed the plot line and murder mystery twists and turns of this book. Spoiler, that it does end on a cliffhanger. Why y'all hating on cliffhangers? Y'all hating. Y'all know it's a series. Okay. Spoiler, that it does end on a cliffhanger for those of you who like ends tied up a little more nicely, like me, even in a series. Fine, okay. Without giving too much away, I felt that the misdirection was well done and that the twists were believable to the story and characters. I struggle a bit with the typos and the heavy dialogue-based chapters. Okay. I'm not an editor. I still got to find that right editor. If you all have a really good editor, y'all know someone, comment, let me know. But it says, but those I could get past without much issue. Okay, improvements. Where this story really disappointed me were in the mediocre characters. Try as I might, I could not like either of the protagonists. Okay, they felt shallow and like very chatty cardboard cutouts. It had a very annoying issue of 2 supposedly competent professionals who basically became the complete opposite because they are attracted to each other, which never makes for enjoyable reading for me. I really tried to like Diane and Eric, but I just couldn't. Supposedly competent professionals who basically became the complete opposite because they are attracted to each other. I think some of my writing just, maybe I should go into screenwriting, because I think, a lot of times I'm writing very vividly like a movie is playing in my head, TV show. And I don't think it comes across very well on paper, because competent professionals who end up changing or doing things complete opposite because they are attracted to the other person, that seems like kind of obvious that a lot of times, if even a professional setting, if you are attracted to a person or in love with the person, you're more likely to bend the rules, or give them, or be biased. You might be more biased, and you know okay. But I know completely annoying sounds a little harsh, but um I get it. I understand it. I understand where they're coming from. um and I definitely think in book two, if the person reads book two, I think they'll enjoy the characters much more. Again, the next review. Readers should know that this is the first of a series that ends in a cliffhanger. You will have to wait for the second, as it isn't published yet. Okay. So I'm guessing cliffhangers are not fun for people. But I will say book two, I'm going to talk about in another video. The sequel to this first book is very well in. So definitely will be released next year. So next year is a few weeks away. So you don't have to wait too much longer. Okay, let me see. Overall, telling of the story kept me reading. Okay, awesome. And then talked about some misplaced commas, odd word choices. Okay. All right. It felt like there might have been a book with these characters prior to this one, although this is the first in this series, because the protagonist revealed details of her time as a forensic detective slowly throughout this story, in a way that felt like a part two of a series, while the author is catching readers up to current action. Okay. I think it's a more of a preference, but I didn't want to do what's called info dumping. I wanted to make sure I'm spreading details out. And it says her time as a forensic detective slowly throughout the story. She's not a forensic detective in the first place anyway, but she's not a forensic criminologist anymore. So I didn't feel the need to focus on her time as a forensic criminologist, because that's in the past. So revealing some of the details of her time as a forensic criminologist happens slowly throughout the story, because it wasn't crucial. It's only crucial to some of the points where I introduced it. But okay, I mean, I see what they're saying. It's just that readers want things that the author doesn't always want, and just kind of have to balance that. And that's something I get, but I don't agree with. But it wasn't completely off. It's just it's not important to the story. So, but definitely something to take away though, because it was it's good feedback in my opinion. All right, let me read one more. No, I don't know if I should read one more, because I definitely still want to get to the 2 stars. Well, this one I'll just give a quick review. It said that they compared the book to Bones, the TV show, which I actually like. I forgot. I didn't completely forget about the show, but it made me want to rewatch the show, because I did forget a little bit about it. But I really enjoyed the comparison. That was a cool comparison. Diane with Bones, Temperance Bones. That's a great comparison. Because these characters, you know, a character doesn't have to be likable. And hopefully, you know, along the way, just like people who had comments about the show, you know, hopefully along the way, you know, they learn more about her and end up liking her. So before I get to the more positive reviews on Amazon, let me just switch over quickly to Gates Bookstore on Goodreads, because I do have some more low ratings on there. So I have an overall rate of 33 ratings and 32 reviews, and total it's 3.48 star reviews. So it's not as high as Amazon, but I think that's because it's more reviews. On Amazon, it was only 18 reviews. On Goodreads, it's 33 reviews. 32 reviews and 33 ratings. So, okay, bear with me. I got to scroll because they don't have the option like on Amazon to go to specific reviews. Does it? Let me see. All right, so 2-star, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 2-stars. So again, not bad. Prefer none. But not bad out of 32 reviews. So not bad, not bad. And no 1-star reviews. Awesome. Okay, so I have, wait, is this wait a minute. I think it says six 2-star ratings. Okay. So I have 6 reviews rated 2 stars, but I only count 1, 2, 3, 4. I only count 4 reviews. So maybe someone yeah. Can y'all not double post your reviews? Okay. So I see 2 of you all posted the same exact review on I think of different editions. So unnecessary. We are intentionally trying to get my rating down. Double reviews shouldn't even count, even if they are of a different paperback, ebook, whatever. Double reviews shouldn't count. But okay, anyway. Let me see. Okay. So this book sounded so promising, but I was quickly disappointed. Diane Gates was a brilliant. Okay, they're reviewing it. They're doing a synopsis. Okay. Skipping the synopsis. Once I began, the writing seemed choppy and the main character was erratic. I just couldn't get into the story and understand many of the decisions that Diane made in the book. Okay. 2 stars because of that. Okay. Phew, these are short. I might be able to get through all of them. Gates Bookstore. Okay, was an advanced galley. Okay, that galley has changed. Honest review. Okay, this was my first book by Jamila Stone. Okay, and it read like it was her first. I really wanted to like this book as the main character, Diane Gates, was a former criminologist who owned her own bookstore. I have a master's in justice studies and have always wanted to own my own bookstore / cafe. I hope you do that one day, Chelsea. That would be really cool. The more I read the story, though, the harder it was to read. Okay. I had a hard time relating to Diane and her standoffish personality. Okay. I couldn't really get invested into the murder mystery of her. Spoiler alert, don't they give y'all, ask you all if your reviews contain spoilers? Okay, so she says who the person was. So, into the murder mystery of her blank. and her relationship with the lead detective was confusing. Okay. I am always looking for new authors to read, but unfortunately, I don't think I'll be reading any more of these. Okay, so these 2 stars are not as critically written, detailed as the 2 stars in Stains Await. So, I mean, I don't know. These people, they seem more like they're just off of you. Okay, but anyway. Moving on, because every review counts as a win. Somebody read your book and they left a review. So, count it as a win. Find the positives. Definitely with these couple ones they talked about Diane and pretty much not being likable, I guess. So again, take things away from it. In book 2, I tried to make more attention onto who she is, onto her character and her background, etc., and not just on the mystery itself. So hopefully, even though this person said they ain't reading no more, hopefully those who are going to read again, who are going to read the second book, hopefully you all will, during the second book, will actually enjoy the character more. All right, the other one says they couldn't get into the book. Needs editing. Okay. For continuity. So I guess maybe the flow. They didn't like the flow. Okay. The story and even the characters did have potential, but they were flat and appeared more like poor actors than real people. You do know actors are people? I don't know. But I think I kind of get they don't like the characters. The main character, Diana, is a doctor who used to work in forensics but retired. Some of these people, I don't think they really understand. Okay. In fact, all of Diane's interactions with the other characters felt awkward, and perhaps why I struggled to really get into the story. Okay, so a couple of these people are very heavy character focus. The mystery could have been interesting with a little better character development. Okay, these people are really. This is a murder mystery novel. I'm focused on the mystery, the murder, and the murderer. That's what I'm focused on. But okay. Again, even though I don't, who likes negative stuff, but I see what they're saying, and again, I I took the feedback and I used it. So I definitely gave more attention and focus to the characters and the sequel. So again, hopefully those who pick up the sequel will see a bit difference. We'll see a bit difference. All right. And the very last 2-star review. Okay, synopsis. Now we're going to skip that. You all can read the blurb for that. All right. Okay, their opinions. The plot was really good, as was the pace. Yes, it was a little wordy at times, but not a big deal. Thank you. Okay, but they didn't like certain phrases. Okay. And then they didn't like Eric Barnes being referenced also as the Detective Barnes and Detective Eric. But I don't know. I mean, that one, I mean, I agree with, I always agree when people talk about editing and stuff like that. But the character being called different things, I don't really agree with that. Just because in real life, everyone doesn't call you the same thing. You know, my aunt calls me, um, you know, her cupcake, or you know, a lot of people, especially my name is Jamila. So some people say Jamila, and my one of my professors, I would say Professor so and so, and somebody else would say Professor first name. You know, other people say Professor last name. So then, you know, Detective Barnes, you know, if he's on the phone saying, okay, hello, this is Detective Barnes, but then his someone talking about someone in a conversation, I'm talking to someone, a lawyer, two lawyers talking like, oh yeah, Detective Eric over in Precinct 44, you know, I don't know. I think it's just different people, and based on their familiarity with you will. Okay, I didn't get into it. Try and defend myself. You can never defend yourself to reviewers. And then missing incorrect words. Okay. And then they said continuity was an issue. Okay, yeah. And then they get yeah. See, that I changed because it was I did change it based on this. One of the benefits of self-publishing, you can quickly edit something. So I did fix that. I forgot, based on the other reviews, this person gave an example and made me remember. I did do that, and it was mainly, once again, editing, editors, not picking the right ones. But no, I did see that, and then I fixed it. So hopefully